I'm at Blooming Junction in Cornelius, Oregon, and I'm with a special guest, Talon Buchholz. Good morning.
Good morning.
And you're from Buchholz Nursery, which is a wholesale nursery.
Yes, that's correct.
And he has really developed many of these maples that we're talking about, Japanese maples. So they're beautiful. And at Blooming Junction is one of the few local nurseries that you sell to.
That's right. Yeah, they have access to hundreds of varieties.
Wow.
And they're all different, as you can see. And we just brought a few out here to show you the diversity in the Japanese maples.
Really, and they're very unique. And this one here, I can't believe the variegation on it. What is this one?
That is called Mikasuki, and that's a Japanese word that means like a crescent moon, due to the lobe being curved somewhat.
Beautiful. And then how about big will this one get?
Well, in time, this will get to be probably 15, 16 feet tall, and maybe as wide as that as well. But that's over many years.
Yeah, very nice variegation, and the newer foliage is going to have maybe a little bit more variegation, then it'll kind of darken down.
Yes, and in fact, it's dull compared to what it looks like in spring.
Wow.
So it's still pretty lively with color, but the spring is past. We've already had our 90-degree days, and
right.
So yeah.
Well, and then this one below it that has the white foliage, that's really unique.
Yes, that one benefits from some afternoon shade. It'll get as tall too, 15 feet or so. And in the spring, a lot of this is more pink than it is. They had this in the shade over here, so when it's in shade, you don't see the pink color so much. It's a variety that likes afternoon sun, but then, or rather morning sun, but afternoon shade.
Pretty. And the name of that one?
This one's called a Larian.
Oh, very nice.
And it's actually named by an employee of mine who selected that variety. He was going through seedling maples and he saw one with variegated leaves. Mm-hmm. And so he set it aside, and at the end of the day he brought it to me and showed me, and I said, well, you know, if this ever amounts to anything, we'll name it after you. And that was 15 years ago.
Wow.
And so, yeah, it's a very popular variety.
And Talon, what is this one below here?
Oh, that's a variety called Manuel no Sato, a Japanese name, obviously. And it's known for its variegated leaf, which has purple and then the lime green variegation. So it's a medium-sized tree, upright tree, and never will get too large.
So maybe for a container.
All of these work as a container.
Oh, that would be great, because sometimes we just don't have the yard room anymore.
Exactly, yes.
That's great. And then this larger one up here, this is very pretty.
Well, that's a wild-looking maple, isn't it? That's called Geisha gone wild. And it originated at our nursery, and it was a mutant branch that came off of another type of foliage, and then we propagated from that branch. And so it was just something that was kind of a wild-looking variety, and it got that name. Yeah.
And should this have a little shade in the afternoon?
That takes full sun and is beautiful
perfect.
in full sun.
Nice.
More colorful than you see even here.
Wow, wow. And then this one is stunning. This one is Ruby Stars, which I think is very unique, that pattern of the foliage.
Yes, it starts out with a purple-red color.
Very nice.
And then as that begins to fade, as you can see from some of these leaves, to more of a greenish color, then you always have new growth coming on, as in Ruby Stars. So when you see a larger one in the landscape, it can be very colorful in the middle of the summer with this new growth that's always bright red.
That is very nice. And then this gold tone with the red stems, that's really attractive.
Yes, this is a variety called Summer Gold, and it'll take full sun, and that's the good thing about it, a golden plant that can grow in the sun. If you look closely, you'll see kind of some reddish edges to the leaf, and the veins are a little bit red, but a beautiful plant for the sun.
Very nice. And this with these tiny leaves, that's really very unique.
Yes, that's a dwarf vine maple. It's the most dwarf of any to date.
Wow.
And normally the leaves are the size of these tiny ones here. When they're in a container, they get larger, especially since they came out of a nursery setting. But once they get planted in the ground, the leaves are maybe a ½ inch wide, and just a dense ball.
That is nice.
And then in the fall, it'll be orange
Wow.
to red fall color.
And the name on this one?
That's called baby buttons.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Really, such a collection here, and I know that this is just a small collection of all the ones that you would have at your nursery, but it's so nice to see how, out here at Blooming Junction.
Yes, that's right. And as far as the Japanese maple varieties, there's over 1,000 of them, and some look kind of alike. But as you can see from all of these, everyone's different, and some people like more dwarf
sure.
or whatever, and
Right.
I think that. Just the diversity of all this is what is interesting for me.
Definitely. And you know, at Blooming Junction, they also have the collection of conifers from Buchholz Nursery. So if you want to come out to Blooming Junction to see these wonderful conifers and these beautiful Japanese maples, please go to gardentime.tv. We'll click you over to the Blooming Junction website and get all the information on how to get out here. Talon, thanks so much. They're just gorgeous.
You're welcome.